Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Our home jersey on my home field. Disrespect is good.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, going up top. That's caught. It's Saunders. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team,
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Showing the arm straight down the left side. He's got it. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. Really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Penn
offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And that kick was
perfectly down the middle.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. Year in and year out. You know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right down the middle. Got his man all by himself. He got loose, almost past it, finally dragged down at the 32.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now from inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Trying to set up the screen. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Powers forward. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
So bad when you're in the playoffs and it's football in the third quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive.
Get them cheering out the tub. You lost what?
Nigga.
Check mark that. Jackie Young, 20 points.
Bro, that's the second time. Nigga, I throw the ball and it's throwing it behind the receiver. Like, what the fuck is going on? Wide open. And they're forcing them, picking it up. I was right there too. Fucking yeah. This nigga, why is he always wide open?
Sexy motherfucker, you the baddest one.
Oh, can make it over there. That no chance. Nigga, what?
Dropped it.
No, they said I was out of bounds. They got a stop sign. Kind of like it was there, man. Damn. What's up? You know what I'm saying? It's stupid as hell because the dude that be back there with you, you pass his ass up, he's gonna get blocked.
I might get to a point where I'm not even worried about it no more. Wish my fucking line did that. Did you pass it? I said, did you pass it?
Yeah.
You got picked.
We got to run two defense team now.
Choice route.
Okay, nah, we're gonna run right here. I hate this fucking route. That's a fucking green grass out there. That nigga could be in like two defenders. About to score looking crazy. That nigga not even doing like this. Like BCS.
You don't like him?
No, he ain't doing anything like no more. Like stopping, jump back. That's it. That's it. What's that?
I'll be back in 10 minutes. Hurry the fuck up, nigga.
Better not be able to let this game go. They sent to the office yesterday. Said he wanted to. This coach is running it back too.
Hello. A man's had to take his children out the tub. Yes. This nigga Grant be tripping. No, I said this nigga Grant be tripping, nigga.
Their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Grab near the marker. It's Porter. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
I'm in my room.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing tackle.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Turning it on!
And
the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that first down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you have this golden opportunity now to at least get a stop, force a punt, give your offense the ball back, maybe at midfield. Just a poor job defensively of fitting that run and making tackles.
And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
Yes.
Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And
just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on a
Come this way.
and he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the Sunday. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the...
Oh, we got some marbles. Oh, we got some marbles.
Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Firing to the right, complete. At the 40, there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. This time he's got it. There's a live football. Offense scoops it up and still going.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Oh, we got it.
Got some room to run.
And Mr. Rusty Simmons.
Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Oh, so we gotta be full blown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Hauls it in, and he'll be brought down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. We just didn't have it there.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. This time it's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Porter. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. To the air, it's St. Clair. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Receiver could get it.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. To throw, it's St. Clair. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Find some fresh air.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's St. Clair. Skips away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man, it's Graham. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're
going to take a shot. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's strong. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He gets it all the way down to the...
And he's out of here.